this show, we define the MRT rule for investing in Singapore property. Also, we highlight 3 areas to consider for property investment. Next on XTV with your host, Angela To.
Good day, I'm Angela To. Mark Loon is on national service. I'm standing outside the construction of the new Orchard Boulevard MRT station. It's part of the new Thomson East Coast line, scheduled to be completed by 2021. 2021 is a long way off for most people, but not for developers and property investors. These professionals are already planning their moves to take advantage of the new MRT line. Why? Because these professionals subscribe to the MRT rule for investing in Singapore property. Simply put, the MRT rule states that, in general, similar homes increase in value the closer they are to an MRT station. And, as you move away from the Central Business District CBD along MRT lines, the PSF of flats within 1 kilometre of a station tends to decline. For instance, take a look at the East-West line. If you start at Raffles Place and move in either direction, the PSF decreases. This is a general rule and there are some exceptions. For example, prices increase big time at Queenstown and then return back to normal. Does this mean Queenstown homes are overpriced or that its neighbours are underpriced? Savvy developers and investors like exceptions to rules because this is where they look for opportunities in the exceptions. To illustrate this concept, let's apply the MRT rule to the new Thomson East Coast line and look for the possible property investment opportunities. The Thomson East Coast line starts at Woodlands North and heads south towards Orchard and down to Shenton Way and Marina Bay, where it heads along the East Coast line passing through Katong Park and others before it ends at Sungai Bedok. There are 31 stations on this line. According to the MRT rule, homes near new stations like Springleaf, Havelock, Amber and Siglap should see an increase in home value over time due to the new line. Furthermore, commercial enterprises near the new line should benefit from increased foot traffic, bringing up the overall appeal and value of the residential area. Some areas around new stations may benefit more than others. One way to identify these areas is to look for a mismatch in prices along the Thomson East Coast line. 2 stations that display this mismatch in price are Orchard Boulevard and Great World. Note that Orchard Boulevard's residential area is sandwiched between 2 more expensive areas, Napier and Orchard. Meanwhile, Great World is 10% less expensive than Orchard, yet it's closer to the core Central Business District. The MRT rule for investing in Singapore predicts that Orchard Boulevard and Great World should start to approach the median prices of their more expensive neighbours. Hi John.
Hi Angela.
So what do you expect will happen to home prices near Orchard Boulevard MRT station?
Well, over time, the buyers and the sellers will start to factor in the new MRT station into the prices of the nearby condos, and this will bid the prices up. Orchard Boulevard has luxury condos like the Grange, Orchard Bel Air, and Parkview Eclat that are similar in standards to condos in Orchard and Napier area. Therefore, I would expect prices of these condos to approach the prices of comparable condos in Orchard and Napier and bring the overall PSF of the Orchard Boulevard area up.
What about Great World?
Great World probably has more room to grow in terms of price appreciation. It too has many luxury condos comparable to those found in Orchard. The area also has a great mix of restaurants, hawker centers, and a major mall in the Great World City. Once the station is completed, Great World Station will be closer to the CBD than Orchard Station and give commuters direct access to offices in Outram Park, Maxwell, and Shenton Way. Both Great World and Orchard Boulevard give commuters great new options to CBD.
I'm standing across from the Singapore Indoor Stadium at the proposed site for Tanjong Rhu MRT station. Another price mismatch that's worth investigating is Tanjong Rhu. Its median price for a private condo is $1,247 per square feet, which is less than Katong Park and Amber, which are both over $1,370 per square feet. Yet, Tanjong Rhu will be closer to the CBD once the Thomson East Coast line is completed. The MRT rule for investing in Singapore tells us that once the new MRT line is built, similar condos in Tanjong Rhu should be slightly more expensive than that of Katong Park. Hi Serena.
Hi Angela.
So what do you think will happen to the prices in Tanjong Rhu area once it gets its MRT station?
The new MRT line certainly will have tremendous impact in the surrounding area and home prices. Today, in fact, MRT transport network is so efficient that what matters is no longer about the distance of the property to the city. Its value is now determined by how close you are to the MRT station. Generally, properties within one click to the MRT commands higher prices and higher rental yield than properties further away.
A third area worth investigating is Outram Park. This station is interesting because Outram Park will now be the intersection of 3 MRT lines: East-West, North-East, and Thomson East Coast Line.
Hello, Jerry.
Hi, John. How are you today?
Great. How will a third line to the Outram MRT affect residential and commercial property values?
For this area, which is close to the Outram MRT station, which is about 10 minutes, 10-12 minutes walk, in Singapore is definitely a good thing to be close to the MRT. Historically, statistics have shown that being properties, whether it's commercial or residential, if it's close within the walking distance to the MRT, prices, they tend to appreciate over a period of time, in the region 5 to 15% to be modest. So it's definitely a good thing to be close to an upcoming MRT station.
Outram Park, Orchard Boulevard, Great Wall, and the Tanjong Rhu are just a few of the property areas worth investigating. Now, there will be the new Thomson East Coast MRT line. One word of caution about the MRT rule is a rule of thumb of how prices behave in Singapore. As such, this XTV program does not constitute investment advice. You must still do your research, talk with trusted real estate agents and other advisors, and evaluate the investment risk based on your own circumstances. There are no guarantees in real estate and the market can turn against you, so be careful and prudent. For all of us at XTV, thank you for watching. Please join us next week when we explore the relationship between shopping malls and home prices. This is Angela To reporting for the Singapore Real Estate Exchange, SRX and XTV. Have a good day.